everybody. Welcome
Hey!
to the Triple B Experience Unscripted, where we are uncut, uncensored, and unscripted. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good. We're
Great.
We're doing shows left and right. Oh my God. We just did a Brew Crew Steeler Experience. Brew Crew Steeler Experience. That's a new show I'm going to do. Whatever.
That'll be the next one.
Yeah. Yep.
It always is an experience, though, Bubba. Whether it's win, lose, or draw,
right.
it's always an experience with you.
That was a good TV show back in the day. That might be before your time. Win, lose, or draw. That was a good. It was a game show.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
moving on.
Anyway, guys. So this is truly an unscripted tonight. I know what direction that we're going to go, but like usually we at least think, okay, these are some touch points we want to go. We didn't really plan for this. Life has been a cluster, at least for me anyway. So we were able to get onto the Steelers review and help Bubba out with that tonight. But
I appreciate it, guys.
We decided, hey, let's just do the unscripted while we're here, since we were all able to get here in the same room. I'm going to let you guys guide the conversation, and we're just going to go for a little bit until the Steelers start, and then we'll peace out. So,
well, where do we go with this pulp culture stuff that we're talking about that we always
love?
Well,
it's got to be Hawkeye, right? I mean, that's got to be the thing on the top of everybody's minds right now if you're an MCU fan.
Just real quick, I just before we get into that, Cable, I just want to get Bubba's, get him on fire here a little bit, get him revved up. Did you see Star Wars news recently?
No, but I know. Well, if the only thing that's going to fire me up if they still kept Kennedy as the president.
They signed her for a couple more years, which I thought she was done.
I thought she was done too.
There was all these rumors and stuff she was done. They signed her. I think it was 2. It's either 2 or 4 years.
She just kills that whole franchise.
Sorry, Cable. I had to get that in. Go
ahead.
No,
that's fine. That's fine.
I didn't see that for real.
I didn't see anything about that either. Wow.
Fucking God damn it. She has no Star Wars concept at all. Nothing. Doesn't understand Star Wars. She doesn't know Star Wars. And she just wants to destroy Star Wars from within. She is pure fucking evil.
That's like that Amy Pascal with Spider-Man working for Sony.
I did not know that. Seriously, you just blew my mind.
3 years. It's a 3 years.
Oh my God. I thought what happened to Filoni? What happened to Filoni? I haven't been paying attention because I've been doing Marvel stuff and Steelers stuff.
I don't know.
Shit.
I was under the impression that he took over already.
I thought he did too.
And they were just waiting for a contract to expire. So I don't know.
Plans changed, pal.
Son of a bitch.
Huh. Anyway, to ruin your night, hopefully the Steelers definitely don't lose because he's really going to be.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he'll be putting a hurting on in an Eaton Park somewhere.
Oh boy.
I had a lot of rigatonis. Tammy made some rigatonis. I all tossed it out. God bless her. She's to the left of me over here. She's probably going to throw a pan at me here real quick. But anyway. Okay. Let's go. Let's talk about something that we truly love.
All right. So before we jump into Hawkeye, then a quick note. I did a Cables Cuts trailer reaction. There's a trailer out for, thank you, the next Spider-Man animated movie in the Into the Spider-Verse saga called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Did you guys see the Into the Spider-Verse movie?
I did see it. I have it, but I did not know that they were doing a trailer until you actually put it on, because I didn't think
I didn't either.
I didn't think they had anything. I didn't think they had anything filmed.
Well, it comes out next October, so they're in the final stretch probably.
I did not know that until you showed that trailer.
Yeah, it was a surprise. Did you see Into the Spider-Verse, Gary?
I started to watch it, and I think I fell asleep.
Okay, give it another watch. Give it another try. Hey, I can't. I get
it was
bad.
Bad.
No, right. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Remember, we went to Rogue One together, and I slept through the whole movie. And that's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. It's just, I can't help it. When you're tired, you're tired.
Well, I fell asleep during City Slickers too, but I was drunk in the movie theater. That was
yeah. They didn't even serve. They didn't serve alcohol in the movie theaters back then.
No, I took it in. Passed out.
The Curse of Charlie's Gold or something like that.
Curly Gold. Well,
Curly
made me pass out.
Curly's Gold. Yeah. That's working life. That's what happens to you. I woke up just in time to see Darth Vader rip apart a bunch of Imperial or whatever they are, rebel fighters. But
great footage.
Yeah, give that another watch, Gary. It's like one of the best Spider-Man movies out there. It's so good. But then I have a hard time comparing live action and animated, because you can do stuff in animated you can't do.
That's Marvel's best animated. And
yeah, absolutely.
DC stuff, because DC got some great animation.
Is it better than the What If?
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean,
What If's great, yeah. But in a story sense, where it's a movie, this is probably, as Cable could say, probably the best version of Spider-Man that they say.
Yeah, and like the art direction and like the characters, because Haley Steinfeld, who plays Kate Bishop, she's a voice in it. Who else is in it? Like, there's quite a few Marvel crossovers. Yeah. Oscar Isaac, who's going to play Moon Knight, he does a quick cameo, but he's going to have a large role in the second one here. And Nicolas Cage is in it. Because
it's good, Mav. It's really good.
Essentially, what they're doing with No Way Home. It's different Spider-Man universes coming together. So, But I wanted to throw that out there. That was Marvel news. The trailer was limited. It was a teaser, but it was cool to get it. And I think that's most of the news for Marvel. So now we can.
Well, there's always Marvel news, but I mean, one was it.
Well, just real quick, just speaking of fall asleep, you said in Rogue One, at least whenever I try to nudge you to wake you up, you did better than I do, because I think I fell asleep and I don't remember what movie it was, but I fell asleep and I don't know why, I was out cold and he nudged me and I was ready to fight him. I didn't even know where I was. I woke up and I'm like, son of a bitch, what the hell just happened? And it's cable. It's all good.
Well,
it's always one of those. Do you wake them up or do you let them sleep? What do you do here? Because are they going to be mad you didn't wake them up, or are they going to be, they're obviously tired? I mean, that's how I've fallen asleep in quite a few movies.
Initially, I was pissed, but then I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, when I realized where I was, and I was like, okay.
Well, I fall asleep at home, and we watch a movie, and Tammy watches the whole thing, and then I have to rewind it on my own time, like Justice League. I fell asleep at Justice League 4 times. That's how much excitement it was.
Oh, my wife gets so mad at me about that.
My other half does too. She's like, man, you come down and watch a movie, and you can't even stay awake.
I lived that life for a long time.
I get so comfy and then I'm out. What can I say?
Yeah. I watched the new James Bond movie and it was really good.
Haven't seen it yet.
End of an era, because Daniel Craig's done now. So
is it on HBO Max or anything, or was it in theaters?
No, it's in theaters and I think it's streaming.
Okay.
Use nefarious ways to watch
I'll get it if I have time. I'm just all current on Marvel stuff. That's all.
Yeah.
Current on
why not? That's it's the cream of the crop right now.
This show right now is closing up, and when we do a year-round stuff, it's going to slowly creep up to Loki status for me, or pretty damn close. But
it's getting there for me.
It's so street-oriented.
I like it. I like it. I don't know if it's up there with Loki for me, but I like it.
We're all up to date, right?
Yeah. Okay. I watched it yesterday morning when I got up.
And I hate to say this, and I know we're going to get into it. I was a little tired last night when I watched it, and it didn't click on who that was. And we're going to talk. I didn't click to me like you said. I knew as soon as it was. Yep. I was like, who the fuck? Wait a minute. Is it too soon? Because I thought they were going to extend it out to maybe episode 5, because that's the big talk. Episode 5 is going to burn the internet down. That's what I read today.
Well, there's supposed to be a post-credit scene, which they haven't been doing those with Hawkeye. They was supposed to reveal that character, I guess. I'm mad that I even know about it. I'm pissed I even know about it. The internet's an awful fucking thing. If you enjoy anything, the internet's just there to ruin it. And I like to be surprised. I love to go in and be surprised.
I don't even know who you're talking about, because I don't play around on there as much as you guys do.
We won't ruin it for you, because it's going to be
I even know who it is.
It's a big deal.
You will, yeah.
You'll know the character, but there's some significance behind the character also that I think. Yeah, it's hard to say anything without spoiling it, but there's more than just who the character is. It's kind of like who's playing the character and everything. So I'm pretty sure you'll be psyched for it. But yeah, dude, 4 episodes in and I love it.
It's great. I don't know how he's going to get home to see his kids, though.
I mean, he'll get home just in time for Christmas.
Well, but
they
only have 6 episodes, so they got to tie. Everything's got to be tied up by 6. I don't know how.
I think the next 2 are going to be like a breakneck pace. Like I think it's just going to be,
do you think it's going to be an hour longer?
They'll both. Yeah, I would imagine at least one of them will go close to an hour. But they released a little preview for next week's episode today.
I didn't touch. I don't look at that. I won't look.
I usually don't, but my curiosity got the best of me because spoilers for anybody that hasn't watched episode 4 yet. But the big reveal in episode 4, Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, Black Widow character from the Black Widow movie, made her appearance. Coming from the post-credit scene of Black Widow to hunt down Hawkeye, and there was something about it that I got this worry that was going to be it. It was just this little cameo. And I was like, please don't tell me that's all, because I love her character from Black Widow.
I don't think it's going to be.
It's not. No. From the preview, it looks like she's going to be a big part of the next 2 episodes.
But let me ask you, Cable, real quick. Do you think Kate Bishop can go toe-to-toe with fucking Echo one-on-one like she did?
She shouldn't be able to.
She shouldn't be. But she was actually going toe-to-toe with Echo, because Echo is a very, very her fighting techniques are way high. And Kate Bishop should not be going toe to toe.
I mean, it looked like she got her ass handed to her a little bit, but with her being able to draw, the way she plays that part and how quick she is at drawing an arrow and everything. Yes. I don't know how much of that's practical. I'd imagine most of it is. It's just
but
because they have some for Hawkeye, his other roles or his other appearances, they have a contraption where it's a bow and an arrow, but they don't come apart, so the arrow can't fire. So it's always notched, and it just draws, and it's easier, so it looks like it's notched perfect. Right. But even at that, even if they have that contraption, she just is so quick at it. She must have practiced it for a long time.
Well, but then you got her walking around the apartment with the big bow, and people aren't saying shit. They're not doing nothing. This is New York City, and there's somebody with a bow and arrows, and nothing is being said. This ain't Dungeons and Dragons time. This is walking with and she needs to get a different kind, because Hawkeye has a different bow where
and they mention it, right? Yeah.
Just a little bit of stuff that would be a little bit of sense. You know what I mean?
But, each episode has gotten better and better. And the last time we did an Unscripted, we all hadn't seen episode 3 yet. So we didn't even talk about episode 3. But that scene where after his hearing aids broke and he's on the phone and she's transcribing what his boy's saying. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, that was gut-wrenching for me. It wasn't the most sad thing, but just the fact that, that's what the show's doing really good, is it's balancing emotion with action. And here you have Hawkeye, Clint Barton was supposed to be spending, I guess they kind of alluded to, the first real family Christmas,
right?
That he's not avenging. Yeah, and because of circumstances out of his control, Kate Bishop gets tied up. She gets spotted in this Ronin outfit and tied to this Ronin outfit. And he feels the need to fix that problem because, it comes from him. So now he's being torn in 2 directions. And in that scene, it's so good because she has been a fangirl most of this show so far. And she still is. But she's starting to see a little bit here and there. And in that scene, she's looking right across that counter at what being a superhero does to you. He can't even hear his own son's voice. And he needs help communicating to his son. And Kate Bishop is mostly the reason he's in that predicament right now. And her acting in that scene was so good. You could tell it resonated with her and she felt that. And then, I don't have any issues with Jeremy Renner, but I never thought he was, going to be
I think he's great.
Best actor or anything. I
think he's great as Hawkeye. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I think
and Hawkeye phenomenal. Was always, he's been kind of pushed to the side in most of the movies he's been in so far. And he's really shown what he can do with his character. And that, when he's trying to talk to his son and you can see he's a little emotional, that scene was so good. And then they follow it up in the next episode with that scene where she comes over to spend, holiday cheer, not Christmas, but like, cheer him up. And she brings the ugly Christmas sweater and the movies and stuff. And, they have that conversation about, what being a superhero is. And he doesn't view himself as a hero, and what he did as Ronin, and brings up Natasha. Like,
when you're a hero, you never see yourself as a hero.
Right, so exactly.
When you're a hero, you don't see that.
No. And I love the little touch of throughout all these episodes, people keep thanking him for saving the world. Yeah. And he doesn't want to hear it. He's like, thanks. And then, the other end of the spectrum, like the action, last episode 3, that car chase scene. Oh, dude, that was so good.
That was one camera. I think it was camera.
I don't know if it was legitimately or they just made it appear that way through editing. But either way, it still worked.
Good.
And
it was good.
To have that camera like inside the car going around, and you're seeing them being chased, and you're seeing the traffic in front of them, and her and him going back and forth, like that's great. And then to top it off, you got the Hank Pym growing arrow. That was awesome.
In the comic book, Clint Barton was actually Goliath in the Avengers in the early part after that, when they had to get more powerful because they didn't have the power roster of Iron Man and Thor.
Well, was that West Coast? Or was that
No, that was the original Avengers, because realistically, in a comic book lore, when it was just Captain America, and it was Captain America, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver for like after the main guys got off.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But, he was Goliath, and then it was cool that they had the Pym arrows, and I like to see a little bit more trick arrows, and he got.
I think we're going to. Yeah, because
they're going to need them.
Well, the original trailer showed him and her crafting trick arrows.
Right.
And then this preview that I watched today, he said we're going to need more trick arrows after he saw what was coming, but then that rooftop fight scene was awesome. And I love when it all cools down and he tells her, it's serious now, you got to go. They sent a Black Widow. I love the wording of that. They sent a Black Widow, like, because he's so in touch with that. But he knows what that means.
He doesn't know that it's
specifically who it is.
Right.
But he knows. Right. He knows it's a Black Widow. Yeah.
Right. He doesn't.
Yeah, because and when she showed up, because they went pretty comic accurate. She's been shown a lot in the comics with those night vision goggles. But she, her hair was up and everything. I was like, are they going to reveal it today? Are we going to see it in this episode? And I was really glad we did. But before they did the reveal, when she was using the wrist gauntlets, it was the same style as the Black Widow movie. They were like red. And that's the first time we ever saw that in the MCU was in the movie.
And those are all red, where Black Widow's Scarlet's character had the blue.
Right.
That was two different things. But what do you guys think about the watch? What does the watch symbolize?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking that myself. It's important.
It is.
So,
It's
so is that Tony's?
I think it has something to do with maybe it's Avenger secrets in that watch, maybe. But there's so many speculation because the Swordman wants it. And that character, that dude is so good.
He's killing it. Yeah.
He is so good. And I want to see him in a costume and him and Hawkeye go against each other, because he trained Hawkeye in the comic book.
Yeah.
So,
Swordsman. I didn't remember what it was, but Swordsman and Hawkeye's origins
they was based in
closely tied together.
What's going on with the mom? Well, who was that phone call to? What was that all about?
I don't know, man.
It was,
and you read my mind.
It was a phone call to the guy who's in the middle of the other guy who is the bigger character. It's coming in the next episode 5. That's who it is. It's a lieutenant of somebody of this individual, because she knows all about what's going on. And I think the big spectacular finale is going to be at their Christmas gala. That's, you know what I mean? It's going to be a Hawkeye and Kate, and and she knows she doesn't want her daughter's already in, and she doesn't want her daughter being involved. And who knows what's going to happen in half episode 5. But once they introduce that character, I'm telling you, it's gonna be huge.
Speaking of what's his Spider-Man, they just did a Steelers. They were just there.
Spider-Man. He just what did he do? Spin a web. Darren
what
Cook.
the hell's his name? The new
Tom Holland.
Yes,
Tom
thank
Holland.
you. Yeah, he was just on there. Him and
well, that's going to be huge. That's next week.
Next
week, man.
We are 8 days out.
You guys are going, and I'm going Thursday night, whatever time I got to fucking go, because somebody's going to fuck it up for me, and I can't have that because it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well, I mean, that's a good way to end the show, maybe, unless you guys got anything else, but we could maybe make some predictions for No Way Home, because this might be the last one before we see it. So,
well,
go ahead.
Wait, we're seeing it next week?
Next Friday.
Because next Friday it comes out Thursday.
We got our tickets for Friday already.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going Thursday. And if there's a Wednesday night showing, I'm fucking going.
I think Thursday's it.
Well, you never know. Sometimes Star Wars, they had it like 12 o'clock showings. I can go to work for 5 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep.
We might
an hour sleep.
Like I said, we might be able to do something next week, maybe Wednesday-ish.
If you want to, I'm good.
So
I'm good, whatever.
So yeah, we'll try to get something going next week. Then we can kind of talk about
maybe Wednesday we talk about episode 5, and then we do our stuff about Spider-Man. So we got to make sure the three of us watch Hawkeye before we come on Wednesday, and then that's what we'll do. It'll be unscripted because that shit's going to blow our mind. Hopefully, that's what they say.
Yeah, hopefully.
My mind's blown anyway, but it's
in a different way. That's all.
Well, it all depends. I just want to see good. And I wish the Hawkeye was a little bit more than 6.
Me too. Me too.
Because then it goes right into the book, and then it's going right into the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no downtime. There's no downtime for this shit.
Which I'm extremely excited about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when we started this, I got to shake my head. So, yeah.
Well, we're gonna have we're spoiled now. We got so much MCU content coming at us. We're gonna go through a little drought because I don't know when the next show is premiering. I know I believe it's Moon Knight.
We'll have to start reading the comic books again. That's all.
Yeah. Because Doctor Strange 2 was going to come out in March, and it got pushed back to May. So we don't have any MCU movies till May.
We'll just have a lot of news. Of news.
I hope not.
Well, but I mean that's probably
the news is Kathleen Kennedy's taking over Marvel too, Bubba.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll suck.
It's just that it's spoiled. We've gotten so much MCU content. Like we had Black Widow July, Loki June. We're spoiled. What If in August, Shang-Chi in September, Eternals November, Hawkeye November, Spider-Man December. Like all that content built up from the COVID break, and
is it me or Cable? You freezing?
You're a little glitchy,
a little blurry,
but
that's okay. You're good now.
Yeah, everything seems fine now.
Okay.
We can definitely do that next Wednesday, though.
Which
I'm game for that.
It's funny because I remember when there used to be like 2 MCU movies a year and no TV shows, and now it's like, how are we going to make it? Or how am I going to make it 5 months?
Oh, we'll make it. There's other stuff. Yeah. Matrix Resurrection's coming.
Yeah. Well, January to May is what worries me. That's what because football will be over. I can't watch wrestling.
Watch The Witcher. We didn't even talk wrestling, but we will talk to that. But
what's there to talk about?
Well, there's
MJF and CM Punk.
And that'll be Wednesday.
Talk about prime example of putting asses in the seats by just bullshitting. I'm telling you, like their promos, it's working.
Oh,
they haven't even touched. They haven't even touched.
They don't need to touch. It was great. I'm telling you, MJF. I saw MJF promo for Tough Enough. It is the same as he was. That's his same skit his whole life. He's been doing that. The whole skit, he was talking, hey, Trips, I'm going to be this. He did his whole skit on Tough Enough when he sent that tape in. Same thing he does now. He's money. I mean, AEW is whatever. And then Jeff Hardy, I don't know what happened to Jeff Hardy. A little bit of drug
off the wagon.
Terrible. I feel bad for him, and that's not good.
Did something happen again? I don't even pay attention.
He walked off on a house show.
Home.
He walked off on a house show. He tagged up with Drew McIntyre, and he walked off. during the middle of a house show, he walked into the crowd, and then, like Cable said, he left, and they sent him home, and then they I believe they released him today.
Yeah, they offered him rehab.
He didn't
want turned it down, so they let him go.
But Matt Hardy said, "Hey, my brother's fine." His wife said he was fine. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people like Jay
Lethal just wants to go to AEW too.
Well, probably. So, I mean, hey,
I don't think too many more places are going to take a chance on him at this point.
No, but I mean, Sammy Guevaro's in Steel City Con this weekend. I tell you what, I heard his interview on my Nemesis Mark Madden show, and he was very, very humble and sincere, and he just does it because he loves it. And he's like, "Hey, I can't make a lot of money because the memories for me, they can't take that away from me." And I thought that was good. I thought that was good, and he is going to be more money.
Jack Evans. Title. Yeah, Jack Evans is in a crazy situation. I saw.
He's in the Mexican Armada.
Yeah,
can't get out.
He's down in Mexico, and he tweeted out. He's like, "Guys, this is not a joke. I'm being extorted by Mexican police."
He's in jail.
They won't let him go. He already paid him like 7,000 pesos, which is like $400 or something, and they keep telling him he's never going to get out of Mexico if they don't get him more money or something like that. And it was like 24 hours ago was the last tweet I saw, so hopefully that works out.
And Johnny Gargano, I believe, is done, and
seems like Kyle O'Reilly
is going to be done.
But didn't somebody attack Johnny Gargano? Isn't it somehow? That was I didn't watch.
No, nobody. They attacked Kyle O'Reilly at the War Games. His partner turned on him, and then they had a match this Tuesday, which I didn't see, but I just saw some highlights. And the partner, the young guy, beat Kyle O'Reilly.
I didn't even know half of the guys on the War Games.
I don't know
card.
It was not.
It was bad, Gary. It was
very
bad.
Very bad.
Yeah.
The toxic attraction is like 3 strippers that you saw at the Beehive. And
I don't have any problem with that. Well, maybe not the Beehive, but I love their look, and that's part of wrestling.
But no talent.
But then when I actually sat down and watched it, well, I think that Gigi Dolan is solid. Okay. She has an indie background, and
Rick Steiner's
the War Games really didn't show it.
Rick Steiner's the Goldberg of 2021.
Well, he's like they're building everything around him.
Yes,
everything.
Yes, they are.
Everything.
The only good thing they did was have NXT 2.0 actually win in the War Games. Like that makes sense. That legitimately makes sense.
Yeah. But everybody else is going out to
NXT Black and Gold. What is LA Knight's been for like a year? And he's like a classic NXT guy now.
He should go to SmackDown and be his character, and
he'll be. Yeah, I think he'll be a success on the main roster.
Yeah, I always liked him anyway.
Yeah, he was good in Impact.
Eli Drake.
He's a good talker.
Anyway, guys, I got a Steeler game to watch.
I do too, brother.
I'm sure we'll be.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. Hey, see you, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
It was good talking. Later.
Bye.